the dimly lit archives of Blackwood Manor, Elena and Leela navigate through an endless labyrinth of dusty tomes, their fingers tracing ancient maps that shimmer with unseen energies. The air crackles with a palpable unease as they uncover cryptic symbols etched into parchment, each one whispering tales from parallel dimensions. As the blue box materializes in the corner, casting a spectral glow over their work, Elena and Leela feel an inexplicable pull towards its dark, unknown depths, setting the stage for a cosmic mystery that threatens to unravel their very existence. Elena and Leela find themselves a part of an ancient library, its walls adorned with enigmatic star charts and faded tomes that seem to pulse with a faint, otherworldly light. The air is thick with the scent of old paper and dust, mingling with the ever-present hum of unseen machinery. Their fingers brush against the spines of books as they navigate through aisles filled with maps and diagrams that appear almost alive, shimmering tendrils reaching out to them, their edges tinged with a faint, metallic sheen. They come across an old map etched into dark stone, a path traced by countless explorers long ago. Each step seems weighted with the weight of centuries, echoing through silent corridors where no sound should exist. As they walk, the air grows colder, almost palpable, and shadows stretch out from the maps themselves, their edges ghostly and formless. It is as if the very fabric of reality is unraveling around them, revealing hidden dimensions in the most mundane of places. Elena's eyes widen as she catches a glimpse through a corner of the map, a shadowy figure standing motionless, its presence both ominous and ethereal. Leela feels her nerves tensing. There's an undeniable connection here, something ancient and forbidden. They press onward, their steps growing heavier with each step, guided by the unseen forces that seem to pull them deeper into the spectral realm. Elena and Leela navigate the labyrinthine corridors of the ancient library, their footsteps echoing through darkened aisles filled with towering shelves topped with ancient tomes and star charts that seem almost alive. The air is thick with a quiet, otherworldly energy, as if the very walls are holding stories yet untold. As they near the heart of the building, Elena feels her pulse quicken slightly, sensing an imminent shift in the atmosphere. Ahead, a magnificent blue box rests against one wall, its surface pulsating faintly under the light from chandeliers suspended from the ceiling. The sensation is both exhilarating and unsettling, as if it were beckoning them closer to some hidden truth or impending danger. Elena and Leela navigate the labyrinthine corridors of the ancient library, their footsteps echoing through darkened aisles filled with towering shelves topped with ancient tomes and star charts that seem to shift under their feet. The air is thick with musty odors and the faint hum of unseen machinery. Suddenly, a series of complex symbols etched into one of the oldest maps catches Elena's eye, a pattern unlike any she's encountered before. She motions for Leela to come closer, her expression shifting from intrigue to almost desperate determination. Leela peers over Elena's shoulder, their shadows merging on the worn wooden floor. The map appears to be part of a celestial navigation chart, but the symbols are twisted and corrupted, almost as if time itself is trying to erase or rewrite its history. As Leela examines them more closely, she feels a shiver down her spine. These marks seem familiar yet foreign, like remnants of some ancient ritual lost in forgotten times. Elena's eyes widen with realization. Leela, she whispers urgently, these markings are from the same place Obsidious Knights of Cuckoo mentioned, Blackwood Manor. They're part of a map he used to communicate with his victims. Her voice is a mixture of awe and dread. The dimly lit library seems to pulse with an otherworldly energy as Elena and Leela navigate the labyrinthine corridors. Ancient star charts float through the air, their inked markings flickering ominously against the shadows. Each ancient tome feels weighted with secrets from distant eras, its presence a silent sentinel in this twisted haven. As they move deeper into the library's depths, visions of times long past begin to blur together, each memory carrying the weight of a cosmic narrative playing out across countless lifetimes. The walls whisper tales of cosmic upheaval and forgotten connections, their murmurings like whispers from beyond human comprehension. Elena catches Leela's eye, her gaze shifting uneasily towards an unseen force guiding them through these corridors, as if she too feels the unsettling presence lurking in the shadows. As Elena and Leela delve deeper into the dimly lit library, they are enveloped by an otherworldly energy that seems to ripple through every surface. The ancient star charts, their inked markings flickering ominously, begin to shift and warp, suggesting a hidden dimension lurking just beyond the visible world. A peculiar hum grows louder, almost like the distant hum of an unseen clock. Elena's mind races. Something about these maps feels uncannily familiar, yet she cannot place it. Leela's eyes gleam with renewed hope, her fingers tracing the contours of a particular chart, its markings identical to one from Kim Murayer's journals. They realize that this is no ordinary library, but rather an ancient portal into forgotten dimensions. The walls of the library seem to close in around Alina and Leela, their voices barely audible over the distant hum that seems to pulse through every ancient wood grain. Shadows dance along the edges of the star charts, flickering as if alive, while a faint blue glow emanates from within one particular chart. As they move closer, the air grows thick with an almost tangible tension, and the scent of aged paper intertwines with something far more otherworldly, a mixture of decay and anticipation. Elena reaches out to touch the glowing star chart, her fingers barely brushing against it before jerking back as if burned by a hidden force. Leela steps forward, her eyes narrowing as she studies the intricate markings that seem to weave together cosmic patterns and terrestrial knowledge. Her breath catches in her throat as she feels a creeping unease settle into her bones. This place is conspiring with them, guiding their every step towards an unknown destination. The blue box part 15 maps of shadows. Alina's fingers brush against the cold surface of a tome bound in aged leather, each turn revealing cryptic maps and ancient hieroglyphs. Leela steps closer, her eyes narrowing as she follows Alina's gaze over intricate patterns that seem to shift under their scrutiny. A subtle dance of shadows playing across the room's edges as they trace the maps with growing unease. Whispers begin to emerge from the air itself, voices barely audible yet insistent on reminding them of a cosmic truth. Somewhere beyond these walls, the blue box harbors secrets far more ancient and dangerous than anything either of them has ever encountered. Shadows writhe like writhing serpents along the room's perimeter, their forms twisted and ancient, as if reaching out to touch the very fabric of reality itself. Alina's fingers trace the delicate edges of a leather-bound tome, her eyes transfixed by the ancient hieroglyphs that seem to pulse under her touch. Leela stands at Alina's side, her own gaze fixed on the maps etched into the parchment within. The atmosphere is charged with an almost palpable tension, each turn revealing more enigmatic symbols that hint at a cosmic narrative woven across multiple lifetimes. Suddenly, a faint hum begins to emanate from the tome, growing louder until it shakes slightly in their hands. Alina's breath catches as she studies the maps, her mind racing to decode the secrets they hold. Alina's fingertips glide over the ancient leather bindings as she reads aloud from an inscription in a language long forgotten. Leela, her eyes welling with unshed tears, places a gentle hand on Alina's arm. Their gazes meet, and for a moment, they are both lost to the cryptic symbols beneath their fingers. And suddenly, a soft whisper echoes through the room, barely audible but unmistakably real. Leela, the air around them feels charged, as if an unseen force is weaving new maps of shadows within this sanctum. The room is bathed in an ethereal blue light as Alina's voice continues to weave through the ancient air, her words now tinged with a haunting allure. Leela's eyes are half-lidded, the tears she had been holding back slowly rolling down her pale cheeks as memories of lost love and untold suffering flood through her. Alina reads on, her fingers dancing across the leather bindings with an almost meditative precision. Beneath this shadow, time itself seems to writhe and twist. She murmurs, her eyes shifting to Leela's in a way that suggests more than mere empathy. The very fabric of existence weaves like threads through dark and light, guiding us towards the unknown. Leela's grip on Alina's arm tightens, as if seeking solace or a lifeline amidst the swirling shadows. Her mind races back to her own fragmented past, memories intermingling with those inscribed in the leather. She feels a strange connection forming, one that seems beyond comprehension yet profoundly real. Is this part of our journey? Leela whispers aloud, as if daring the unseen forces to answer. Is it all predetermined, or do we have some say in what unfolds? Alina's lips curl into a faint smile before she turns her attention back to the ancient writings, her eyes now veiled by an air of mystery that seems almost otherworldly. The room is bathed in a blue light that appears almost tangible, hinting at forces beyond their control, and the unseen cosmic narrative woven through these